Sure. Here we
We thought
go.
about intro music too.
We could do some intro music.
Yeah, like
I'll
8-bit
look
or something. I
I'll look
know. I
into
know. We got to
that.
get rid of the copyright stuff. So
Yep, we'll get into that. Well, here we go. Welcome to the Itch Network podcast, where we discuss all things happening with movies and video games. I'm Spencer, and I'm talking with my good friend Ninja C. Ninja, how are you?
I'm alive.
Alive is good. How have you been?
Been good, man. Getting ready for the holiday spirit.
That's right. It is December what 7th? December 8th. Oh my goodness. We're on our way to Christmas, which is my favorite holiday. I don't know, is it your favorite holiday?
It's up there.
Yeah.
It's top 10.
Some top 10. What could possibly be ahead of it? I guess some people like Halloween. I think those people are children.
There's a lot of there's St. Patrick's Day and stuff too. I'm Irish.
Hmm. Well, uh, how could you like St. Patrick's Day more than Christmas?
The Shamrock Shake.
What's the Shamrock Shake?
It's the McDonald's shake that's green, made out of some
Oh my God.
green green substance.
If you like a holiday because of McDonald's, shame on you. Absolutely shame on you. I don't know you anymore. Who is this guy I'm doing a podcast
It's Invasion of the Body Snatchers,
with?
which we won't be covering.
Ah, bummer. Well, while we got you here, how about we talk about some movies? I got one pulled up right here, Mission Impossible Fallout, which I actually saw, so I can actually talk about it with you.
Yeah, one of the few movies you saw. Well, it released on DVD and Blu-ray and 4K. Now all these formats
Yeah, yeah.
until they bring it back to retro, like laser disc is in. So
Yeah, put it in a nice
we're
four
bringing
by
it back.
4x3 format for the plebs to watch.
Yeah,
What'd you think? You a big Mission Impossible fan?
I can say I've seen them all. I don't own the collection of them because they just keep making them, so I'll never have a complete collection. Yeah, I like the first one's great. Um,
I don't even remember the first one. I saw
it
it, but I
has
don't remember it.
the guy from Leon Professionals, the French actors in there.
Oh,
I really
okay.
like him. He's cool. And then it has Emilio Estevez. Come on, it's
Yeah, I
Emilio.
think it did,
He's
right?
the tech guy. He's the tech guy in it before they got Shaun of the Dead guy. Um, yeah, it's a classic. Although the original cast that had been in Mission Impossible hate the movies because how different they are. There's some controversy behind that, by the way.
Really?
Very
What? Explain
unsupportive.
that. What's the controversy?
Well, just because how their show was compared to the direction they went with. But I think they're just stuck in their old ways, man. Shows have to evolve. They can't be stuck in the 1970s and 80s and stuff, the
Yeah, yeah,
2000s, you know.
absolutely. I think
But
they're great.
I mean, there's a certain level of respecting the source material, but you have to move on and move forward, you know.
Yeah. Um.
But
So that brings us to the current one, Mission Impossible Fallout. Ethan Hunt and his IMF team, along with some familiar allies, race against time after a mission gone wrong. You got Tom Cruise, Henry Cavill, Ving Rhames. What's that dude's name that you were talking about from Shaun of the Dead? I can't remember his name.
oh, Sean
Simon
Penn,
Simon Pegg.
there's Simon Penn, yeah.
Simon Pegg.
Simon
Yeah.
Pegg. I'm sorry. Yep.
So that was yeah. I saw this one with JD. He told me to watch the other ones, and I did not because I don't
Oh,
watch
shout out
movies.
to JD, by the way.
Yeah,
Can we
absolutely.
can we his Twitter handle or gamer tag?
Your boy JD, look him up. He's all over the internet. But yeah, he told me to watch it. He said you should check out this movie with me, and also you should see the other ones first so you understand it, which I never do. If you ever want me to watch 5 movies before I see one, it ain't gonna happen. I just don't have time, and I don't want to. I don't watch things in order either. I don't watch TV shows in order. I watch the episodes I feel like I want to watch, and that's it.
Wow, they should make a Spencer edition.
Yeah.
So you really don't like the Marvel movies because those are very sequential.
I mean, I like them. I just have no. I haven't seen certain ones and don't plan. I haven't even seen Iron Man 1.
Wow.
I ain't going back to that crap.
Yeah, it's been out for a minute.
So, but with that being said, I really enjoyed Fallout Mission Impossible. Mission Impossible Fallout. Fallout the game. Mission Impossible. What did you think of it?
I actually like the trailer more than the movie because of the song in it. It's really good.
Oh.
Just watch the trailer. You'll save yourself some money. Nah, I'm just joking. No, it's good. It's it's a good action movie. It's really long. We were discussing that earlier. It's 2 hours and 27 minutes, but because of the pacing, it really doesn't feel that way.
Yeah, it's just constant go.
I love you know who Henry Cavill he's known for.
Superman.
Yeah, he's a Superman. He towers. He's like 6 foot plus compared to Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise, who's like a hobbit.
And dude, I'm glad Honest Trailers hit upon this. In the bathroom fight scene, spoilers coming up, he literally cocks his arms before he fights, and it's just hilarious because no one cocks their arms like a gun before they fight. Wish we had the clip for it, but it's hilarious.
Well, I think he did amazing on this.
He's actually in another. He's actually known. It's so funny. This is the third movie he fights in a bathroom. It's like this ongoing thing. There's a one where it's a great. It's The Man Named Uncle or something. It's like this small British spy movie or something he's in. That's really good. And then Superman and Batman versus they're fighting in the bathroom too.
Are you looking forward to him in The Witcher?
Yeah. I think he has the range. I think he needs the. I like to see him distance himself from Superman and see what else he can do. So.
Okay, well, did you see the pictures of him? Because he needs to change the wig. That looks really dumb. And
they can just CGI it these days.
His face.
Look at the CGI on Incredibles.
His face is goofy. I don't know. I think it looks.
Can you
bad.
pull it up for the folks? Can you?
Yeah.
Maybe they should vote in and tell in, see what they think.
Henry Cavill Witcher. I think it looks damn weird. You can watch the stream, by the way. Are you watching it? I
have it pulled up now.
I got them pulled up side by side. He looks like he's in like a really low rate.
Oh yeah, there is definitely some B movie quality there.
Look at that wig. Oh my god.
Yeah. Is he gonna grow some facial hair out too? Because he looks a little too baby faced, really.
Well, yeah. What I'm wondering is if they're doing a Witcher like origin kind of thing, like where he's before he was all old and gruff. So I could sort of.
Oh,
understand.
okay, I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand a little bit of the babyish, but this looks really babyish. But you're
yeah,
right.
I've seen a lot of people suggesting other older actors play as The Witcher.
Yeah, I think he could handle it. It's just the look is a little bit questionable.
Yeah, visually, yeah, he's good. He's a good actor, and I think it was a good playing the opposite of Cruise in Fallout.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just because on the other end, not only the size difference,
Yeah, Tom Cruise is so famously short.
He is a short. I think it's his charisma makes him feel so tall, man.
Larger than life.
Larger than life. But I was gonna say before I was cut off, a lot of these Mission Impossible movies, or a lot of Tom Cruise movies in general, man, are just a vehicle for him to this one checklist that he has, like ride a motorcycle,
Yeah.
B run in a straight line really fast. Like he has, it's like they have a checklist for these movies.
It's like Adam Sandler trying to make movies on his vacations.
That he is guilty of, basically. He just hires his friends.
Yeah, you're talking earlier. He is doing all these stunts, but on this one, you think he twerked? He broke something, right? He broke his foot.
Yeah, he was jumping to a. They needed to do like a Jackie Chan. Well, the Jackie Chan movies, I don't know if you're familiar with them, but at the end of it, they show how Jackie hurt himself so many times doing the stunts because he doesn't really do CG.
Mm-hmm.
and they need to start adding that into it. Yeah, they postponed shooting for a little bit until he healed up. So instead of uh, actually using a stuntman, so yeah, it's like him jumping from the building. He hurt his knee and ankle pretty bad.
Who'd have
Yeah,
thought?
pretty crazy. But
Yeah.
there's some good set pieces in it and stuff. I mean, I don't know. You don't. There is some stuff that links to the other movies, but I think it can stand alone as a good action thriller movie. So
Yeah, I'm totally okay with just being like, oh, they probably knew each other from another movie and just writing it off. Doesn't matter to me. I loved it though. I give it 5 missions out of 5 missions. What do you give it?
let's see. I'll give it 8 out of 10 ticking time bombs. Ready to if you accept the mission, and they will explode in 10 seconds.
Whoa, that's a quick moving rating. So, what's your next movie?
We're gonna get into Christmas. It's gonna be the month for Christmas movies. I'm gonna try to review at least two of them every podcast. So we're gonna start out with a classic, Christmas Carol, the 1984 version, because they have a lot of different interpretations of the Christmas Carol story.
Okay.
So
An an
PG
an
when
old
everything was PG.
an old bitter miser who rationalizes his uncaring nature learns real compassion when three spirits visit him on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, Scrooge, like Disney's done it too. They have Scrooge and they have
Scrooge.
like Mickey and Donald and all that. So
Okay.
it's about an hour and 40 minutes. A drama, family, fantasy. Um, Pretty good rating on it. It's got some really well-known actors that are. It's sad. They're probably some of them are dead because of how old it is.
Yeah,
Um,
no doubt.
but it's based on the Charles Dickens classic story, so there's all these different versions of it. So this is people have probably seen this on TV a lot too. I think this is a TV special. One.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, similar to I think they've done the modern day version is they kind of spin off as Scrooge with Bill Murray. I definitely want to rewatch that and review that. Jim Carrey also did one in 2009. So yeah, this one's a classic, man. Still, I mean, you don't need to CG it.
No, a lot of CG in a Christmas Carol.
You don't. Well,
You know what? Nowadays, though, there probably would be a shit
they
ton of
probably yeah. Oh, well,
CGI.
I mean, the Ghosts of Christmas Future and stuff. There's some CG elements too. You could do it if you wanted to. Could you imagine Michael Bay doing the Christmas
Oh my
Carol?
god, a bunch of lens
Where these
flare.
explosions and product placement and stuff for like for hot chocolate, Hershey's hot chocolate.
Yeah, it'd be
Oh,
what's her face? What's her face? The good-looking girl he puts in every movie, Megan Fox.
Megan Fox.
Yeah, she's just like hanging up like ornaments on a Christmas tree and her butt's hanging out.
Gratuitous
Yeah.
ornament shots. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, what do you think? How many Christmas trees you give
Oh, it's a classic. I'm gonna give it again. I'm being real generous. It's that time of the year. 8 out of 10 Christmas gooses.
it? Oh, that sounds like a meal.
Yeah, very very hearty meal. Probably gonna go to food coma after eating that many. So
Nice.
and we're gonna move on to a little bit later, 1990 classic. So we actually saw it re-released in theaters at an event, Home Alone. Where
I've seen Home Alone.
if you if you're alive today, I hope you've seen Home Alone.
All right, an 8-year-old
Because
troublemaker must protect his house from a pair of burglars when he is accidentally left home alone. It's in the
to the
description.
title, let's cut the video. They've set the title.
By his family during Christmas vacation. Who takes? I've never taken a vacation on Christmas. I do not understand that concept.
A lot of people do. I mean, look at Disney, man. They rearranged the park and have all this Christmas oriented stuff over there.
That's true. That's true. But don't you want to be home like opening present? Oh, they do it before they. Yeah, they get home before Christmas actually happens.
Yeah, like that. Yeah,
Right. Right.
for
Okay.
that. Well, and I wanna. It's a great movie. We already know that, but I'd like to go at it at a different angle.
Okay.
Okay, so this is 1990, right?
Yeah.
Cell phones a big thing, and the internet a big thing.
In the military, probably, but not to us plebs.
So on the
Sieves.
show, they have a address book. I don't. Do you know anybody that has an address book or a
Today?
yeah that doesn't have it on their like
My
actual phone?
mom, my mom has an
There you
address
go.
book, and
Okay,
I yell at her every time she opens it. I said,
and they're
"Throw
called
that
collect
away."
long distance and stuff from France, and people have answering machines.
Yeah.
So this movie would be tough to make these days because you could just get on Facebook and message the kid like, "Oh, we'll be home soon," or text him, or I chat him, or whatever. The countless apps and technology that we have at our disposal. So
Oh
there
yeah,
would be
yeah.
no tension.
There'd be
You
none.
literally could not make this movie in 2018.
Well, think about that one movie, Taken. That's made in sort of modern times, but you find ways. You steal the phones. It'd be hard.
Phone jammers, out of battery, bad service.
It would
Yeah,
it
there's
would
like
be
a few
hard.
things you can do, but
But yeah, you'd have to go through half the movie would be explaining how this kid didn't just use Facebook to tell people that he was being robbed.
well, yeah, and people have another. Okay, I'm gonna keep going because like the burglars, Joe Pesci, two great chemistry with Pesci, and then the other guy's a great actor too, man.
It's Daniel Stern.
Yeah, his his yell and his scream with the spider and getting hit with the crowbar is just phenomenal. Should get an Oscar for it. So they're casing out the places, and people have automatic lights.
Yeah.
Well, people really didn't have security cameras, and I'll tell you another device that's really popular in the area is Ring doorbells, which you can actually use your phone to see what's going on at home.
Yeah.
We are just so much more connected that it would just be a lot more difficult for this to happen in this day and age.
It must be tough being a burglar nowadays.
It must be. I think. Yeah, I don't know the stats on that, but yeah, they probably had to
Could you
evolve
could,
themselves.
could you imagine if people did have like video security cameras? They could watch like half that movie from their security camera and just watch like some guy like
Well,
die.
there's also a fan theory that he grew up, his character grew up and became the Saul, Jigsaw character because he
Oh
does
yeah.
these crazy, like, they really should be dead if this was realistic because I think MythBusters even did it. The paint can should have gave them a concussion and killed them. Should have like snapped their necks. Uh,
Well,
But anyway, and then when he got burns on the thing, I don't know. It's pretty good if you want to look it up. MythBusters. I think they do the whole movie, even though heating up the if you would heat up the doorknob, it would actually warp the door and before it even
that makes
did the
sense.
doorknob. So yeah, you really gotta err on that. So
Well,
maybe I think next week we'll do Home Alone 2. Looking forward to that because Tim Curry. I grew up with a lot of great Tim Curry.
and we got Donald Trump.
There you go, Donald Trump.
Yeah, we
Don't make
can.
this.
This podcast becomes political. We talk about
Don't make
Donald
this
Trump on the next
we'll get all the
podcast.
downvotes for
Yeah,
the bringing in the political story.
yeah. Well, it's funny. The Home Alone came out in a time when they were allowed to make a live action movie be as um, animated, almost as silly and unrealistic as possible. And this was a shining example. They just took it to the extreme, and it was great. I loved it. I haven't seen it in probably over a decade though.
It's great. It's great fun. We enjoyed seeing like the kids now, their parents showing them this movie and stuff, and it living on.
Do the kids still like it?
Yeah, they were laughing. I mean, physical comedy translates really well among all ages. So, a pie to the face or a crowbar to the sternum, it's still funny.
How about concussion to the head?
And concussion to the head. I actually want to go watch that video because I'm pretty sure they don't survive almost any of the traps except for the minor ones.
Yeah, I mean they'd survive the slipping on the ice, right?
Yeah. That's it's actually no joke. Should be a safety. It should be a safety video.
Yeah,
Honestly, for
yeah.
house owners and not to get sued when having burglars. Well, I think in this day and age, the burglars would have sued them at this point too, and probably won.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
so
can't you
yeah, please don't remake.
if it's your
Please don't remake
occupation, if your occupation is listed as burglar and you pay your taxes on being a burglar, then yeah, I think you could probably sue because they're obstructing that.
Yeah, maybe some kind of workman's comp, or they probably have a union.
Yeah, a burglars
I
union.
talk to their union rep about it.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. What? You got another movie?
No, that's it for the Christmas movies. But
Did you ever end
in
up seeing
future,
Crazy Rich Asians?
no, I haven't. Did you want to
Oh.
cover that one?
No, I never saw it.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we still haven't seen Crazy Rich Asians, but we may never. So, you ready to move on?
Yeah, I'm ready. Just wanted to say that we'll be covering some more Christmas movies, and one of them through Netflix, Hulu Prime, and if people want to write back on their comments and suggest one, that'd be great too. So.
Well, we're talking about Home Alone, and you made some bold statements. You said before the podcast started you knew everything there was to know about Home Alone. You're the Home Alone expert.
Oh yeah, I have like a degree in Home Alone, right?
Well, I'm challenging you on that. I'm throwing the gauntlet. I'm saying, how about I quiz you on it, and let's see how good you really are. You ready?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Well, here's our Home Alone quiz. I found it on Zimbio.
Zimbio, plug it. What happened to Red Bull? Did we lose the sponsorship on the Red Bull quizzes?
Well, this one's more Christmassy. Every time I click begin quiz, it doesn't do anything.
That's not good. Stand by.
This is why we can't have nice things. All right.
Have ad blocker on or
probably. This is like
that's probably what it. Yeah, just turn ad blocker off and then reload it.
No, it's.
If not, we can do the League of Legends quiz. I think I'm up to
Let's try
gold.
this one. Ooh, here we go. Here's one on Brainfall. How well do you know Home Alone? You ready?
Yep.
Question 1. Kevin McAllister and his family live in which American city? New York, Milwaukee, Chicago, or Boston?
It's Chicago.
You are correct.
I'm gonna kill this, man. We watched it last night.
Question 2. What is Kevin's favorite style of pizza? Pepperoni, Hawaiian, veggie, or plain cheese?
Just plain cheese.
What a loser. Anybody who gets plain cheese on a pizza is a freaking loser.
He might. I thought about that during the movie. He might have an allergy restriction and stuff because I know people that are allergic to pepperoni. So
if you're allergic to pepperoni, God didn't invent you to live. So I'm sorry, you out. So number 3, why does Kevin want to sleep in the same bed as his cousin Fuller? Why doesn't Kevin want to sleep in the same bed as his cousin Fuller? I'm sorry. Fuller is a grown man. Fuller will wet the bed. Fuller kicks in his sleep, or Fuller snores.
He's gonna wet the bed because he's drinking a Pepsi in the movie, and he has this really weird. He gives him this really weird facial expression.
Yeah, he looks like a bedwetter.
Dude, there's a lot of Pepsi placement in that movie. Just FYI.
Good to know. Question 4. After Santa receives a parking ticket on Christmas Eve, what does he give to Kevin? A ride home?
Tic Tacs.
A walk? See, Ninja, the point of this is that people can play along at home.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, my God. Tic Tacs or a football?
Now, what color are the Tic Tacs? There you go. I redeemed myself.
I don't know.
No, that's for the audience at home. Go watch the movie. See what color they were.
What color were they?
They were green.
Okay. Green Tic Tacs.
It makes sense it would be green or red for Christmas. Even though I like the orange ones myself.
I used to get just things of orange Tic Tacs and just ate them like candy.
Same here. I would keep them in my vehicle. They have almost no calories in them.
Oh, is that what you're concerned about?
Yeah, they're no well, I think they say like not a low calorie snack or something on the side of them.
All right. Who escapes from Buzz's room and terrorizes Harry and Marv? I love that the first answer is Buzz's girlfriend. Buzz's girlfriend escapes from Buzz's room. That would be a different movie. I
don't think it would be PG after that.
Like
the PG rating back then was pretty. Because I think they dropped one cuss word, and I heard an audible gasp from the parents.
Anyway, who escapes from Buzz's room and terrorizes Harry and Marv? Buzz's girlfriend, that would be awesome. Buzz's tarantula, Buzz's cat, or Buzz himself?
Buzz's tarantula.
You are correct. Harry and Marv, the bumbling crooks who invade Kevin's house, also go by the mischievous mobsters, the noisy tricksters, the wet bandits, or the Christmas cons.
Wow, I wish it was the Christmas cons, but it's the wet bandits.
The wet bandits. You are correct. All right. Question 7. Complete the sentence. Kevin, you're what the French call les incompetents, les miserables, or it might be les miserables. I don't know. Les chat noirs, un chien andalo.
It's gonna be the first one, laissez it's pretty much he's incompetent.
Yeah. You are correct. Question 8 out of 10. Buzz, your girlfriend. Finish that. Woof, yikes, mamma mia, or what a doll.
Wow, that's really specific. I'm gonna go with yikes.
I'm pretty sure you're wrong on that one. I think it's woof. It is woof. I'm
right.
Oh,
you got me, man.
Woo! Yeah. Good for me. All right. Number 9. Who saves Kevin from the wet bandits? The police, Old Man Marley, Kevin's family, or the pizza boy?
Old Man Marley.
Can we circle back to that last answer about woof? I didn't know when he looked at it if he was attracted or not to that girl. I'm sure now if I watch it, I could figure it out. But back then, I kind of laughed along, but I was like, does he like her or doesn't he? Anyway, I'm stupid. So, number 10, this is the last one. How does Kevin's mom finally make it to Chicago in time for Christmas? She takes a plane. She takes the Amtrak. She rents a convertible and drives home in style. Or she hitches a ride.
In Chicago?
She hitches a ride with a polka band.
That's gonna get pneumonia.
Yeah. It's worth it for her son.
Well, Chicago is the Windy City. Is it the? I'm sorry. What was the? Is there an option where she gets the John Candy and drives with him and his band?
She takes a plane. She takes the Amtrak. She rents a convertible and drives home in style. Or she hitches a ride with a polka band.
Yeah, it's John Candy's polka van, which I'd like to see if I wonder if that's his last or almost the last movies. John Candy, classic comedic actor.
You are a McAllister. You have 90% knowledge of Home Alone. Your knowledge of Home Alone is so vast, you might as well be a member of the immediate family. You know the film by heart, and you have seen it more times than you can count. Go ahead and eat some junk and watch some rubbish. You deserve it. Congratulations. You do have to change your last name to McAllister, though.
Oh, legally? Okay.
Legally.
Will do. Too easy.
All right. You ready to talk about some video games?
Oh, ready, man. I know the awards came up this week, so looking forward to the results.
Before we jump into that, I will say that I have Just Cause 4. It's very, very fun. It's kind of ugly as balls, though. I don't know what happened, but the engine is a little bit rough. It's got a lot of pop in. Some textures are a little weak. So graphically,
are they using an older engine? I just want to chime in.
They must be using Just Cause 3's engine, but I feel like it looks worse than Just Cause 3 in a lot of ways.
Well, because I think Fallout 76, they promised a newer engine, and they were using the older engine, too, and that's what caused some people being upset about that, too.
Huh. I don't know what it is. The gameplay's there, but yeah, the graphics are a little odd, and the lighting is weird. Sometimes his hair looks yellow.
Okay.
Because of the light. Like, it'll just shine on his head, and it looks like he's got tinfoil on or something. So,
okay. So mechanically, it's still fun because I played the earlier Just Causes and I enjoyed the heck out of them. So
Oh yeah, mechanically you're still blowing up everything. You're basically a terrorist. It's
that
wonderful.
grappling, he better have that grappling hook because that's I'm all about that grappling hook too.
Oh yeah, yeah. And now you can grapple things and then put like a balloon on it and it flies in the air.
Cool.
Just a lot of fun crap you can do. So I give it so far 7 grapples out of 10. But whatever. People are here to talk about the video game awards. Now we're gonna break this conversation up into two sections. We're gonna do the actual awards and then the announcements. There were a lot of announcements. Which one do you want to do first, the announcements or the awards?
I think we get the announcements out of the way.
All right, announcements are freaking crazy. Wild Hearts, who cares? Fortnite, who cares? There was a Fortnite thing. They're talking about people's things they built. Yeah, and we're going off of The Verge if we want to put sources. Epic opened a new store, which is crazy. It's like its own Steam, and it's putting out all its own crap on it. And they released a
Do
new
they
game
have enough
called Ashen.
property to do that? They have enough games to make that viable. I mean,
Anybody can. I mean, they got Darksiders 3 on there, Super Meat Boy, Ashen, which just hit stores. I'm sure they'll get people to release it for them.
yeah, that'd be interesting. Yeah, because I usually use mostly Steam or Battle.net. So.
Same. But now we have another place to look for deals. Maybe they'll compete, and this will be good for us.
Yeah, I'd like to see maybe they can have a deal with another company, kind of like what Battle.net has, like Activision games stuff too. They're starting to have that on their launcher.
Well, they're the same company.
Or yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they have. Maybe they'll just start acquiring companies, and we can just have. I just don't like. There's a lot of games I haven't played in a while because I have to download their app or their service to play the game. So I'm really like that barrier to play or entry is that's kept me from playing some games.
Gotcha. Supergiant has a new game coming out called Hades, which is more along the lines of their older games, which were Bastion and Transistor. They did make Pyre.
Oh, I love Bastion, dude.
But yeah, those games are awesome. Yeah. So I'm really excited for
Great
that.
soundtrack too.
Yeah. The next Far Cry game has been announced. It is a post-apocalyptic sequel to Far Cry 5.
As long as it's not a battle royale game. I think we've talked about that trend.
They should make it one. If they want to make money.
And tons of microtransactions.
Yeah. And then we have Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order, coming to the Switch. You ever play the Ultimate Alliance games?
Yeah, I actually enjoy them. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm down for this. I might play this with JD. Well, JD doesn't have a Switch. Maybe he'll get one just so he can play with me.
Yeah, maybe I'll get one if Secret Santa or something. I'm good this year.
And it's from developer Team Ninja. They made the Ninja Gaiden games and Neo. That's weird. But very cool. Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot. Although it was a little bit short. Hopefully Ultimate Alliance 3 is a little quicker. Or a little, not quicker. A little bit more meat to it. Kind of bold to just release it on the Switch, though. Why not release it on the other ones?
So so what you're saying is it exclusive for Switch?
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe because of the Switch, it really doesn't have like a huge library. They need that drawing power to sell them.
Yeah, maybe Nintendo really wanted it. I'm thinking about making a video about that. It'd be kind of controversial, but it would be that I think the Switch is very overrated and is not as great as people make it out to be. But that's
one has its benefits, right? It's portable.
Yeah.
It's one of the portable systems, but I know it doesn't have a lot of horsepower on it, spec-wise.
Doesn't have a lot of horsepower. Doesn't have a lot of games. Like, I can basically tell you it's got Zelda on it. Mario's all right. They just released Smash Bros. Yesterday, which I need to get.
I Yeah, I saw online a lot of people, a lot of adults took off from work to play it.
But I mean, guess what? The Wii U had the Wii U got like maligned and everything. I don't really see much of a difference, right? The Wii U had the same Zelda game, by the way. So
That it did, yeah.
they had a bunch of Mario games. They had Smash Bros. They didn't have that weird Pokemon Yellow game, which props to them. But they had a bunch of other games. I don't know. I just don't see it. There's not a whole lot. The game of the year for the Switch this year was supposed to be Octopath Traveler, which wasn't even a Nintendo game because the releases are so few and far between. I I don't see it. I think it's very overrated, and I caution people jumping into it to curb your excitement a little bit. But next up, we have The Outer Worlds, which is bizarre. This is from Obsidian. I thought they were working on Fallout New Vegas too. I thought they even announced that they were. But instead, we're getting The Outer Worlds, which is an RPG that looks exactly like Fallout. It looks.
Maybe it'll be a good Fallout.
Well, Fallout 4 was great. I loved it. I thought it was
Yeah,
awesome.
actually, that's I was tempted to just go play the Fallout before 76 with all this news. I was like,
Oh yeah, it's good.
I was going back to playing something that's like proven to be good. So
Um, but this one is more of like a space kind of game, but it looks just like
so
Fallout.
it's Fallout in space.
Space, yeah, exactly. Looks really good, and I love Obsidian. Probably full of bugs, but oh, and this thing did
I think it patch that eventually.
yeah. This has a spelling error. It says Abystian, but who's counting? The creator of No Man's Sky have a new game coming out.
Oh, make
Called
sure I stay away from that.
Last right, the Last Campfire, which is where people are putting their No Man's Sky games. They need to be very careful with that. They do not have a great reputation. Although, I will say that they've made a lot of strides on No Man's Sky, and apparently it's worth playing now. But I don't think anybody will do it because of obvious reasons. Mortal Kombat 11 was announced. I don't care
I
about
saw the trailer. It was awesome.
I do not like Mortal Kombat games.
I
But
grew up with a lot of fighter games. I'm more of a Street Fighter fan than the Marvel vs. Capcoms that they started making those, and then Mortal Kombat. But it it looks like I just love their ridiculous over the top violence, man.
yeah, those are pretty crazy. So if you're into Mortal Kombat, there you go. A new Dragon Age is on the way. I'm really iffy on BioWare. I don't like them anymore because they're not BioWare. They're EA, which is crap. But if you're into that, I didn't like the last Dragon Age. I thought Inquisition was sloppy and boring. But if you like it, they are working on Anthem, which I'm hoping is great. I don't have very high hopes for it, but I'm hoping is good. You checked out any BioWare games lately?
You'd have to tell me what it was. I didn't even know they were required.
They were acquired a long time ago. They made Knights of the Old Republic and everything, which was great.
Oh yeah,
And
KOTOR. Yeah, actually, I think I have Dragon Age Inquisitor and stuff. It's just been a while since I played it.
I really hated it. I thought it was so boring. They try to make it now like action RPG, where before it was pretty purely just RPG,
Yeah.
and it just doesn't translate.
Well, I mean, what was their biggest hit before they got acquired, or that you
Probably
enjoyed?
Probably KOTOR. I mean, they did a lot of they did Baldur's Gate and all those kinds of games, so maybe those, but I don't know.
Yeah, those are classics, man.
I don't know sales wise what their best one was, but they need to get back to just doing that, which they won't. Why would they? But they're never gonna do that because they got acquired by EA like in maybe 10 years ago, and since then they released like Mass Effect, which people like, but you can sort of see where that trends. it turns into just basically everything's an action game with like fewer and fewer RPG elements stacked onto it. So
Yeah, I'll say that's probably the last because I have all of the Mass Effects. So the second one being my favorite. But
yeah, that's what most people say. The second one, I couldn't even get in. I couldn't get into it because the first one. See, video that one I would like to play in order because they're so like story focused and long.
yeah,
Um,
that's what I mean. They're not like just ridiculously awesome graphics, but the characters really bring you in. The voice acting and the multiple choices for the pathing. So
I've tried to play Mass Effect the first one like 3 different times, and I can't get past the first mission because I just get so bored. I really wish because I hear especially 2 is like phenomenally good. So it makes me
yeah,
sad.
it is. It's probably the one I played multiple times the most. So
Fortnite players, Fortnite highlights player creations on the block. Bunch of virgins. All right, and then finally a really weird one, but Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, the first DLC is announced, and it's Joker, not the Batman villain, but from one of my favorite RPGs, Persona 5, the main character. That is bizarre and cool.
even those JRPGs.
I love it. Joker is awesome. I thought it was funny because one of the things they do in that is they have masks on their faces and they rip them off and it's all bloody because they're like it's like attached to their face. And this one he ripped it off and it was like electricity or something static behind it. So obviously because it's for Nintendo and it's for the kids, they tone it
They have to get
down.
creative with the violence or the
Yeah,
gore.
exactly. But I love it. I see. I haven't gotten Smash Bros because I'm not sure if I really want it or not. I think I do, but I don't know because I'm not gonna be competitive with it, and I know when I go online and play with those kids, they're gonna smash me. No pun intended.
Well, yeah, I guess it would depend on like how many friends you're gonna play with and stuff. But yeah, kids they don't have they don't have jobs or school, man. They're on vacation. They're gonna
Yeah, it's
get
gonna
really good at the game,
be
man.
super embarrassing. I don't get super competitive with those, and so I very quickly fall behind. But I've gotten all of them, and I started on the 64 and just loved it. But I'm scared. I guess I'm just scared because I'm a coward. All right, you ready to go over some awards?
Oh yeah.
Let's work up to Game of the Year. Let's build some anticipation. Let's skip over the crap ones that are goofy, like best performance in games for impact, whatever that is. Best audio design. Call of Duty Black Ops 4. These are the nominees.
Oh, gotcha.
Forza Horizon 4, God of War, Marvel's Spider-Man, and Red Dead Redemption 2. And our winner is Red Dead Redemption 2. See, I played Call of Duty, I played God of War, and I played Red Dead. I would agree with that. Red Dead has a great soundtrack, has a great voice acting, and great sound effects. I didn't play Spider-Man. I hear that one was great though. I don't know what that one.
A friend of mine has it, but actually, that's a good point. There's not like a lot of awesome music in it. It's not very noteworthy music. It's a great game, and the mechanics are great. They compare it to like the what Spider-Man 2 game that came out was like the best Spider-Man game for a long time.
Oh,
It just made you feel like you were like going around web slinging in the series, the city.
very nice. Uh, Next one is best score music presented. So this is actually specific to the score. Celeste, God of War, Marvel Spider-Man, Ni no Kuni 2, Octopath Traveler, and Red Dead Redemption 2, and Red Dead won this one as well. So best score and best sound. So from an audio perspective, Red Dead is king of the mountain.
So it's not just a pretty face.
That's right. All right, next up, best art direction. Oh, this one is just a pretty face. Let's see what we got here. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, God of War, Octopath Traveler, Red Dead Redemption 2, and Return of the Obra Dinn. And the winner is Return of the Obra Dinn. I have never played that, and I don't even know what it's about. It looks pretty interesting, though. It's all in black and white and looks kind of cartoony.
Yeah, they probably did it for maybe the more the style over substance.
Yeah, very cool. I actually thought Octopath Traveler had a really cool art style. And that's probably
Yeah,
what
yeah,
it's
I
in.
actually would agree. I've seen the. I really did like. That was my comment to a friend was the art style was really interesting.
Yeah. All right, next up, best narrative: Detroit Become Human, God of War, Life is Strange 2, Episode 1. I could Life is Strange 2. I don't. Anyway, Marvel's Spider-Man or Red Dead Redemption 2. And the winner is Red Dead Redemption 2. Maybe. I played 2 of these. I think it's kind of interesting that Detroit Become Human is in there and like they didn't win best narrative. Because when your game is like 95% narrative, shouldn't you try to be like the one that wins? You would hope that your
So you're,
narrative would be good enough that it would
so you're
win.
saying they failed at what
The only thing they were
the
trying to
only
do.
thing they were trying to do. So
Yeah.
I saw in the early development it showed a lot of promise, but
It got good reviews. I thought I've tried. I'm thinking about getting it when it gets to like $10. I saw it for 20, and I said, it's still a little much for me. But
no, if it's on PC, man, that's the great thing about PC games. It'll be it'll go down pretty quickly.
all right, best game direction award, and this has a little explanation. That's good because I always wonder what that means. Awarded to a game studio for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. A Way Out, which I have, but I haven't played yet. I want to play it with JD. Detroit Become Human, God of War, Marvel's Spider-Man, or Red Dead Redemption 2. And the winner is God of War.
Yeah, you got more. I wanted to win something, man. I'm a big fan of the God of War series, man. I think I was gonna get the collection series and stuff.
Yeah, it's a good game. When I talk to this game about people, I tell them it's very competent. It's like the most competent game released this year, I think, which is a weird, almost backhanded compliment
Mm.
because I don't think it was that crazy in any way.
Well, I'm just meaning overall. Has God of War been around since PS2,
Yeah,
and then it's been on the PSP and other versions and stuff. It's just a great series.
yeah. Well, I mean, this is specific to the newest one. Um, the other ones were, I think, were a little more innovative, honestly, for their time.
Well, I think they're just playing it safe now. That
Well, have you seen the newest one?
yeah,
It's
I've seen it streamed. Yeah.
it's definitely different than the old ones, but in a way, it's more in line with what games are now, which is that tighter, over the shoulder, a little bit of puzzles. I like that the puzzles are so destructive. I think that fits with Kratos, but the I don't know. I just thought it was very like kind of like you were saying. I thought it was very safe, very competent, but very safe.
Well, that's the market now. They don't want to spend money on new IPs. They want to play safe with this that parallels with the movie industry. That's why you have the Fast and Furious 20th one, instead of a new independent movie about I don't know, a single mom struggling in a Canadian village that has a store on Etsy or something. I don't know. Like they just want to stick to what's safe.
That's true. All right. Best ongoing game. So awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. Destiny 2, Forsaken, Fortnite, No Man's Sky, Overwatch, and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. And the winner is Fortnite. As it probably should be.
Of all those games, I've played Destiny and Overwatch, but Overwatch has been out so long. I don't think. No, it hasn't been out for a long time, but it just seems.
Well, Overwatch is definitely not King of the Hill anymore.
No, it's definitely not.
It was there for a blip, and then Fortnite and PUBG came out, and it was like, get out of here. All right, and now we're up to Game of the Year, recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Celeste, God of War, Marvel's Spider-Man, Monster Hunter World, or Red Dead Redemption 2. Which one do you think won? Unless you're looking at the stream and already saw it.
I'll do Red Dead.
See, that's what I would have voted for, but God of War won.
Wow, that's great, man.
God of War is your game of the year. Let's see the other guys. Monster Hunter World. No, Monster Hunter World maybe could have been, but it's too niche. It's not like it's not for everybody. The people that love it, but
not very mainstream.
Assassin's Creed. The year that an Assassin's Creed gets Game of the Year.
That's a thin competition there.
Yeah, how do you? Ugh. I tried playing Assassin's Creed. What was the one just before Odyssey?
Odyssey? Is it? Oh,
Origins.
Yeah.
Man, it's kind of like God of War. It's competent, but not as competent as that. But it's one, it's very safe, and two, it's just not as good as other games. Like I played that right after I was playing The Witcher 3. Just for I was playing The Witcher 3, kind of re-going back to that older game, way better in just about every way than Assassin's Creed. It's I cannot fathom a time where Assassin's Creed in its current method and current way of being made would ever be Game of the Year, unless it was the slowest year of all time. Yeah. Should have been between Red Dead and God of War. Maybe Spider-Man. I didn't play it, but yeah, makes sense. That was the Game of the Year. I'm for most of what they got. I think they did an RPG of the year. Let me swing by that. I have some say in that. Best role-playing game. Dragon Quest XI, which would have been my pick. Monster Hunter World, which won. And then the other ones were Ni no Kuni 2, Revenant Kingdom, Octopath Traveler, and Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire. Monster Hunter World winning is odd. It is an RPG, but in so many ways. I think Dragon Quest XI is way more an RPG as far as what I would pick. But I can see why they would choose Monster Hunter World just because people were crazy over it. It was like all people talked about for like a month. But as far as RPG goes, it's not. You don't even have player stats so much. It's more focused on the gear and like combat and Dark Souls-y type combat. I don't know. I don't see it as much of an RPG, but I could see how it would win. But that's the Game of the Year stuff. Any surprises for you?
No, I thought it was going to be God of War. Coming down to God of War, Spider-Man, and Red Dead.
It looks like it was for a whole bunch of these.
Yeah, I think those are the tentpole games of their systems. So.
Yeah. Make sure you check out some of those trailers for the interesting ones, for the new announcements. Those are some cool stuff.
Yeah, I actually got emailed the day of the Rage 2 trailer.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely gonna check that out. But I think the Mortal Kombat one was probably my favorite. So
nice. All right, well that's it from this one. I'm Spencer. This is Ninja Seat. Thank you so much for joining me.
All right. Everybody have a happy holiday.
Yep. And see you guys later. Bye-bye.